Canelo. Like I said, I've been saying this. I don't think size win fights. I think skills do. So yeah, I think like being a southpaw with good movement and sharp boxing, it'd be hard for Canelo with that high guard to walk him down and load up on them big hooks. I think Bud would be Canelo.
Kidding me? Take that question back.
Yeah, why?
Because you're talking about Crawford. He's
But in weight classes,
he's the most composed guy. What, you don't think he'll be prepared?
I think it's more important for Crawford than anybody, but I think if anybody could beat Canelo, I think Crawford could.
Yeah, I know you said he could be the guy. What kind of a chance do you ultimately give him?
Boxing experts are predicting that Terence Crawford won't just challenge Canelo Alvarez, he'll stop him. Many insiders are so confident in Crawford's speed, ring IQ, and power that they're forecasting a very specific outcome, a ninth-round knockout of the Mexican superstar. With such bold predictions circulating, fans and analysts are bracing for what could be one of boxing's most stunning upsets.
All right, we have to talk about this. Terence Crawford just tweeted, Canelo versus Crawford is definitely by far the biggest fight in boxing. This guy is not playing around. All right, Crawford, pound for pound #1. Canelo, biggest star in boxing still at the moment. Anywhere. I'm not talking about just in the US, Mexico, the UK, everywhere. Canelo is now open. At first it was, hey, I can't go down to 160. I can't do a catch weight of 160. If he wants to fight me, it's gonna be at 168. Plus, I'm not gonna get any credit if I beat a Terence Crawford. It would be like Terence Crawford fighting Tank, moving 2 weight classes up, and I'm not gonna get credit for that. Terence Crawford is a special fighter. He is like a Floyd and a Manny that can move up to weight classes, carry his power, can beat up bigger guys. He's a special.
Crawford confidently claims that none of Canelo's past opponents match his level of skill, giving him a decisive edge. On the 4 Pound Pound podcast, Crawford stated, I feel I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach. I got the better boxing skills. All those guys you named are not as skillful as me. The skill level is night and day. He acknowledges Canelo's power and size but believes they won't be enough. In his view, his superior footwork, ring intelligence, and adaptability far outweigh any physical advantages Canelo may have. Crawford insists he doesn't need a knockout to prove he's the more complete fighter when they meet on September 13th.
I feel I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
Would it be more of a cat and mouse? The reality is Canelo does put people out. From Kirkland to Amir Khan to just...
Don't do
obviously,
I'm just saying, man.
No, but he's not. Kovalev.
Kovalev was older. He does.
Billy Joe.
Don't get me wrong. He does have a lot of power, but all those guys that you name is not as skillful as me. I'm sorry. No disrespect to none of those fighters. The skill level is night and day.
So how do you see a fight with Canelo?
Tough fight. Canelo is a great fighter. Like, I always had respect for Canelo, but I just believe in my skills. The fact that people doubt me, it just fueled me even more. Try to get the fight even more. And I'm watching them, I'm like, man, I can beat this dude. I've been fighting people bigger than me all my life, and I always came out on top. You gonna get hit. It's a fight. He gonna get hit too. It'll be good.
Former sparring partner Coron Davis highlighted the size and physicality differences, warning that skills might not matter as much as body type in this matchup. Abel Sanchez, former trainer of Gennady Golovkin, echoed this concern, suggesting that Crawford's 2-weight class jump could prove risky, especially if Canelo lands his signature body shots cleanly. On the other hand, technical minds like Teddy Atlas and Shannon Briggs are siding with Crawford, pointing to his superior ring IQ. Atlas described Crawford as being on a completely different level when it comes to adaptability and strategy.
Maybe he's a little overrated.
Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds.
Canelo's really good. But I think Crawford is special. I know he hasn't fought the resume everyone wants, but you have that or you don't have that ingredient. I think he has it. Canelo's really good. He's tremendous. But could he be a tiny bit overrated? The greatness is within Crawford. It's in his desire, it's in his mind, it's in his makeup, where he came from. I know he's moving up in weight class, can he carry it? But those intangibles, I believe that he has them.
While acknowledging Canelo Alvarez's past achievements, Teddy Atlas believes Terence Crawford is simply in a class of his own real special. According to Atlas, although Alvarez remains a formidable fighter, his dominance has waned. He noted visible signs of decline in Canelo's physical performance and ring sharpness. Once known for his explosive power and ring control, Alvarez now seems less dynamic. Meanwhile, Crawford continues to maintain elite speed, precision, and tactical versatility, setting him apart from the rest of the competition.
Alright everyone, we are 1 week removed from Canelo Alvarez, the 168-pound King's title defense versus William Skull. Now that we've had a week to digest it, I just want to get your early thoughts. Las Vegas, Nevada, Legion Stadium, Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds. Let's just hear your early thoughts and your preview for this mega fight.
Pretty much the same as it was a long time ago when they first announced this fight, and everybody thought I was crazy, which they often think. What are you gonna do? They thought I was whatever. Come on. I like Crawford. I like Crawford then, I like him now. I liked him before Canelo looked not so good in his last fight, obviously. I thought it was going to be... I just think Crawford's real special. I think Canelo's really good. Really good. But I think Crawford is special. I know he hasn't fought the resume everyone wants, but you have that or you don't have that ingredient. I think he has it. I see it. The timing, the instinct, the eyes, the ability to be chilly cold, not just cold and calm, but chilly cold, where you can see things other people don't see and react to it. Just, I know he didn't have a great performance when he moved up to 154, but he was fighting a good fighter. He was fighting a guy that fought a very difficult...
Former world champion Amir Khan, who fought Canelo in 2016 and has sparred with Crawford, offered a compelling comparison between the two. He believes Crawford holds the edge in speed, intelligence, and adaptability. Canelo's got power and experience, no doubt, Khan said. But Crawford is the most complete fighter I've ever seen. He can switch stances, control distance, and adapt instantly. Khan warned that while Canelo is dangerous in the early rounds, Crawford's precision and timing make him especially lethal as the fight progresses. He believes Crawford's ring IQ and versatility could be the deciding factors in this highly anticipated showdown.
I want them both. Like, what are the differences between them?
Canelo's strong and is easily hit. Very easily hit, very easily. Compared to when I fought against Crawford, I couldn't hit clean. They both hit hard because... and you can see the strength when I was fighting against Crawford. He is very strong as well. So, look, yeah, but why does he need to give that much away? He's pound for pound #1 in the world. Why does he have to go for fighting?
Renowned boxing trainer Stephen Breadman Edwards broke down why he believes Crawford would defeat Canelo in a direct face-off. According to him, Crawford's mid-fight adaptability is something Canelo has never encountered before. Crawford is a master of timing and distance, Edwards said. He doesn't need to outmuscle Canelo, just outthink him, and he will. He emphasized that Canelo has struggled in the past against mobile, cerebral fighters like Floyd Mayweather and Dimitri Bivol, and Crawford combines traits of both. Edwards also noted that Crawford's conditioning and killer instinct give him a major advantage in the later rounds. Crawford is just a nightmare stylistically for Canelo. I think he stops him late.
Crawford's adjustments in fights are so underrated. He is a master adjuster. He finds something in every fight and just goes with it. That last fight, people talk about he struggled. You know what he found that last fight? A simple jab. He just started beating the guy up with a jab. He finds something in every fight. And he don't fight a lazy fight. Canelo, for as good as he is, he hasn't stopped anybody since 2021. That's 4 years. You know why? Because he gets a little tired and he gets like a little bit complacent. He's a power puncher.
Sports analyst Stephen A. Smith believes Canelo Alvarez is making a significant mistake by taking on Terence Crawford. He warned that Crawford's speed, intelligence, and adaptability make him too dangerous an opponent for Canelo to handle.
He's wrong for us, baby. He's wrong. Let it go. Paulo couldn't do it and lost fight #2. Trained him for fight Rocky 3 and then got killed in Rocky 4 by Drago because he couldn't let it go. Bud Crawford needs to let it go. too small. No doubt boxing skills are sublime. No doubt he's pound for pound one of the best on the planet Earth. Crawford is the real deal. The real deal. And him and Charlo is the fight I want to see. Him and Charlo is the right fight I want to see. But y'all gonna stop holding it against Charlo. When you hit somebody and you know you can't hurt them and they keep coming, what the hell are you supposed to do?
Jeff Mayweather, uncle and longtime trainer of Floyd Mayweather, praised Crawford's technical precision while cautioning against underestimating Canelo. Speaking to Essentially Sports, Jeff described Crawford as an elite technician with a tricky switch-hitting style. However, he warned that moving up 2 weight classes to super middleweight presents real challenges. Jeff emphasized that while Crawford has the edge in speed, ring IQ, and defense, Canelo's size, power, and in-ring experience mean Crawford must rely on smart tactics, not brute strength. According to Jeff, Crawford may be the more skilled fighter, but success will depend on executing the right game plan, not raw talent alone.
It's kind of tough, but if anybody can do it, I think it would be Terence Crawford. I mean, skill-wise, I think he's a better fighter than Canelo, but Canelo is also a great fighter but he owns that weight class that he's in. So I would just say that I think that Crawford has to fight almost a perfect fight to win, and take advantage of Canelo's mistakes.
Yeah, so we have, is it almost kind of a battle of, we have 2 guys, obviously the best, 2 of the best 3 or 4 boxers in the sport, regardless of weight class, but, which one is closer to the version of their prime, right? They're both getting older. I mean, they're both still, very, very good at this point, but, do you think maybe one of them it's time for them to start falling off, and that might be the difference in this fight, that one starts to trail off a little bit?
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I mean, both guys are aging, and you never know. You never know when they're going to show their age. So it could be either one of them that does that. But I mean, I just lean to a Crawford because I just see the dude has so many skills, and I mean, I just see that him possibly winning the fight by decision, but could also lose a close decision.
Canelo Alvarez's performance against William Skull raised alarm bells among boxing analysts. He landed just 152 punches over 12 rounds, the second lowest total for such a bout, prompting concerns about his offensive output. Observers noted his timing was off, his rhythm seemed disrupted, and he struggled to cut off Skull's movement. His usually crisp footwork was noticeably sluggish, giving Skull too much freedom. This cautious, low-volume approach made critics question whether Canelo can still control a fight at the elite level, especially against a mobile, adaptive opponent like Crawford. If Canelo can't keep up a steady pace or land effective counters, Crawford's blend of speed, precision, and stamina could dominate. Against someone as dynamic as Crawford, such lapses could be costly.
Joe was saying that one of Canelo's biggest strengths is his legs. It generates power and it helps with his punch resistance. Well, those legs are sliding and that power is diminishing. Canelo hasn't had a stoppage win now since he knocked out Caleb Plant in 2021. And yeah, he's dropped some of these guys, but he's not been able to step on the gas and finish them. He's not been able to go through the gears. His gas tank, you can put that into question as well. And Canelo Alvarez, come July, will be 35 years old. So he is, look, Canelo's been around so long, and his real prime was in his mid-20s. So we associate Canelo, mid-20s to early 30s. So we kind of associate Canelo with that. I don't want to say ever young, but he is still young, just not in boxing senses. But he's been around so long, 20 years a pro, and he's been at world levels for probably 15 of those. You're going to expect some slippage. And I think in this fight, an opponent, it was very negative, yes, but an opponent who Canelo Alvarez of 5 years ago would have handled, and he did handle him, but you know what I mean, he probably would have put some damage on William Skull. He didn't do anything. he didn't look good. And William Skull played his part in that, it has to be said. As I said, you fight that negative, there's only so much you can really do, you know. Even if you're Canelo Alvarez, even if you are Alexander Usyk, if you've got a fighter who is just going into this fight with one mindset, I want to go 12 rounds. I'll give you an example, you know, Naoya Inoue.
Former champion Shane Mosley stated that Terence Crawford would easily beat even an improved version of Errol Spence. He recalled how Spence appeared drained, stiff, and weak while cutting weight for their fight. Mosley believes that even if Spence gained back strength or speed, Crawford's rhythm, switch hitting, movement, power, and ring IQ give him a clear edge. Unlike Spence, who relies on size and physicality, Crawford thrives on adaptability and strategic positioning. Mosley suggested Spence move up in weight, as he believes Spence's natural tools are not enough to match Crawford's modern, fluid boxing style.
I just think that Crawford has more rhythm, more movement, more stuff. And not just having more movement, more stuff, he has the power and everything just to be one of those great fighters. He has everything. And if you have Spence is not one-dimensional, but he's, in that fight, he was really one-dimensional, really stiff. And if they looked like they had really a lot of problems trying to get down to his weight, didn't have enough time to work on stuff they need to work on to, you know, attack Crawford or to do anything to Crawford. And then when they got in the ring, you know, he was so weak. I mean, Crawford dropping him with right jabs. We're like, dang, that boat just dropping him.
As Terence Crawford gears up for one of the biggest fights of his career, the guidance of boxing legend Andre Ward has become crucial. Known for his discipline and elite ring IQ, Ward has been helping Crawford fine-tune his game ahead of the Canelo clash. Their training isn't just physical, it focuses heavily on mental preparation. Ward's experience against powerful opponents closely mirrors the challenge Crawford now faces. Together, they're working on a strategy to disrupt Canelo's rhythm and take control of the fight's tempo. Every fighter brings unique strengths, and Ward is helping Crawford make sure his are fully optimized.
Right. As you see, iron sharpening iron. Two legends. One retired, two-division undefeated Olympic gold medalist, first ballot Hall of Famer, Andre S.O.G. Ward, helping and training with three-division world champion, two-division undisputed world champion, and the reigning pound-for-pound king and future first ballot Hall of Famer, Terence Bud Crawford, as Terence Crawford is preparing to become a four-division world champion August 3rd when he faces off against WBA super welterweight, junior middleweight world champion Israel Majamal. And the WBO title will be on the line as well. This is epic. There's shadow boxing. Terence Crawford in southpaw stance. As you see, Andre Ward in the orthodox stance. Many people starting to speculate.
In this high-stakes matchup, Crawford brings cerebral boxing, sharp precision, and brilliant switch hitting. On the other side, Canelo offers raw power, vast experience, and the heart of a champion. However, the expert consensus leans toward Crawford. In a fight where movement, timing, and adaptability are key, Crawford is seen as having the technical edge. While Canelo cannot be underestimated, his strength and experience make him a serious threat, but Crawford's skill set may be the deciding factor.
Formidable test.
Going up and becoming undisputed against Canelo. Come on, man. I'm flying in the sunset, man. Thank you, boxing God.
That would be it?
That would be it.
Yeah.
That's the only thing get for me. I didn't accomplish everything there is to accomplish in the sport of boxing. You know, there's really nothing for me to accomplish right now. Like anything, it's about the money now. It's about the money. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and say it's not, but the money and to beat Canelo, if that fight was ever to happen, come on, man. Y'all better leave me alone. Better leave me alone, man. Call me, you know what I mean? Yeah. TBC, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's what I've been thinking about. I don't know why. You know, I was just like, man, the last few days I was like, man, I don't know if it's God talking to me or what. But that's a fight that if Canelo win, then yeah, I'm gonna try to pursue that.
I love that. I love that mentality. I do. I love it. I love it because that's where it's at. That's what makes all-time greats.
Yeah.